Shalom. I had a vision yesterday morning. Bear with me because I'm not good with words. Here we go. I was already in heaven. The rapture has already taken place. So I was in heaven. I was all white, my hair down my back. I was slimmer. And the Lord, I heard his voice. And he talked to my pastor. And he says, "Daughter, did I not have warned you of this time? Did I not have tried to warn you of this time?" And my pastor, she was crying. She was shedding tears. She was in her room. And he must have said something else. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say it. I'm not sure if it, So he told me, he says, "My servant, my daughter, go and tell her." So I came down to her. I was smiling. My smile was bright. But I had love in my heart. My love for her was so deep. She was crying when she saw me. She even cried more. As I sat down with her, it showed her the two scriptures, and comparing them with her and telling her, "Now do you see?" And I didn't see what happened after that. So when I got up, I looked at her, and I thought, this is not the end for her. This is only just the beginning. Because the Lord was calling me back home. And I looked up and went back home and woke up. I hope people would understand what I'm trying to say in this vision. And that vision, the rapture, had already taken place. But there's hope for those who are left behind. And he will guide you to what you need to do. There will be people who already, did videos for Left Behind. I think I will do one too, when he leads me to. We have to be obedient. We have to humble ourselves to him, no matter if we are pastors, leaders. He even showed me that there will be pastors who are leading the flock, his flock, that will be left behind. I pray that this vision will wake people up. Like I said, the rapture had already taken place in this vision. He's going to get a bride that's obedient, pure of heart, and that is willing to please him. We have to understand his word. We have to read his word with prayer and fasting. That's when I found out the differences in Matthew 24, 30 through 32, and 1 Thessalonians 4, 16 and 17. I prayed and I fasted, and I heard his voice through those pages. We will hear a voice when the rapture takes place. It will be a loud command calling us home. And he will call us home himself. Matthew 24, he's going to send his angels for 4 winds of the heavens, not the earth, to gather his elect with a trumpet call. So they're not just a trumpet call when the rapture happens. They're going to be his voice. You're going to hear his voice. It's going to be at the sound of his voice. You will know it's him. We won't see him. So I pray that people will wake up and see. I don't want them to miss the mark. I really don't. I want them to make it. I want leaders, pastors to make it. Shalom.